Thanks to those joining me live and to those that will be joining me on archive. If you're listening to this on archive, make sure you leave a comment, thumbs it up. If you're listening to this live, feel free to leave comments in the chat as always. Thumbs up the video, support the channel, right? Look, a couple stuff. This is a pretty loaded video. Okay, pretty loaded video. Got some messages, I got some requests here, so I'm going to try and put it all here, okay? Getting a lot of you guys' comments. Remember, you could always send private messages here on YouTube, or you could email me at DStyleBoxing, right? Email me. My email is DStyleBoxing@gmail.com. Again, DStyleBoxing@gmail.com. You could send video requests or questions. You know, I'll do videos and I'll sum up a lot of them here. A good spot to leave questions as well is through just the regular comments, okay? And if I miss it, don't feel free to say, hey, by the way, I asked you this question before. If you're on the chat when I'm live, and ask me, and I'll try my best, all right? Also, don't forget to subscribe, okay? If you're a frequent listener, don't be afraid to subscribe. And I want to give a big thanks to all the subscribers that I've gained, okay, this last few days. Big thanks to you guys, you know, and I really hope you enjoy the content on this channel here, right? We are a week away from the big fight, okay, 1 week away from Floyd Mayweather Jr. facing Conor McGregor in what is being billed as, quote, unquote, the biggest fight in combat sports history. Now, is it really? Well, it depends how you ask the question. It's going to be the most lucrative financially? Yes. More than likely. I mean, it has quite an obstacle with a Pacquiao fight, but more than likely that's going to be the case. But is it, you know, is it going to surpass, you know, the Pacquiao fight? Yet to see. Now, is it the biggest, most significant? I don't believe so. I think this fight's going to be well forgotten after it happens, to be honest with you. Unless something that I'm not expecting really happens. Okay, unless something like that happens, then we got some talking to do. But a couple of things here. All right, let's see here. I just want to go ahead and pull something up here really quick. Recently, Dana White has just gone out, man, and I'm trying to find the quote here. I'm really trying to find it. But Dana White has gone out, man, and he is giving a quote-unquote message to the boxing public, Dana White, okay? He said, oh, yeah, I got a message for the boxing public, right? So let's see if I can find this thing here. Bear with me as I wait for some people to come on here. Feel free to leave comments in the chat. I'll get to the chat momentarily. Okay, I found the statement. So let's go ahead and get the statement up and ready here. So Dana White warns the boxing community, quote, unquote, now you're going to meet Conor McGregor. So we're just a week away. This is the statement that was released. Okay, this is just recently. This statement is not that far off. This hasn't been that long since Dana White has released this statement. Okay, I see some of you coming on. Thanks for joining me, guys. Okay, feel free to leave comments in the chat. Please thumbs up the video. Support the channel. Check it out. Now, I'm going to get to this. I'm going to wait for a few more people to come on, right, before I read the quote, okay? But Dana White, let's be honest, he is to a certain degree promoting this fight. The more money this fight makes, the more money gets into his pocket. He is getting some form of cut, or the UFC is, out of this fight, okay? So the more pay-per-view buys, the more money in their pocket. The UFC was purchased, but the new owners purchased the UFC for over $4 billion with a B. $4 billion. The more millions they can get to make that mortgage payment, if that's what you want to call it. I mean, they want to get that money back ASAP. Okay, think about it. It's kind of like if you were to buy a home, that's worth a lot of money. It's you invested a lot of money in it. You want to pay that off, and the new owners of the UFC want to pay off that money. Like, you know what I mean? Dana White, he's invested in the UFC himself. Okay, so this fight's going to help pay a portion of that. Not the majority of it, not even 1/6 of it, but something. You know what I mean? This fight is helping them do that. And I think they believe that if Conor McGregor could win this fight or look respectable, he will become even a bigger name and a bigger draw. And when he goes back to the UFC, his events will sell even more. So they're getting a lot out of this, right? So keep in mind, right now, Dana White's job is to make sure this event sells as much as possible. They feel like they got absolutely nothing to lose here. Okay, so we got to take what Dana White says with a grain of salt here. Everything that comes out of Dana White's mouth is going to be no different than everything that came out of Bob Arum's mouth before the Mayweather fight. Of course, Dana's going to support his guy. Of course, Dana's going to say he's confident in his guy. Whether he is or he isn't is irrelevant. He's going to say these things. He's going to say, I support Conor McGregor 100%. I back Conor McGregor all the way. Dana White will say these things. His corner is going to say that. His training partners are going to say that. Okay, his trainers are going to say that. Everyone around him is going to say that they believe in Conor McGregor 100% because, and to a certain degree, they believe this. And we're going to get to Joe Rogan in a little bit. Okay, I want to give Mr. Boxing Today a shout out. Okay, I'm going to address that video. Okay, by the way, make sure you subscribe to Mr. Boxing Today. A lot of great heavyweight boxing coverage there. All right, so make sure you subscribe. Mr. Boxing Today, great boxing channel, covers a lot of the best heavyweight coverage that there is on all of YouTube, okay? So when I read this quote from Dana White, keep in mind all these things, okay? Keep that in mind. This is a man with nothing to lose, right? He's got absolutely nothing, nada, zero. Okay, nothing to lose. All right, quote. Here's the reality. Boxing has tried to snub this sport. He's talking about mixed martial arts. For a very long time, White said. Quote, the people who think this is going to be a one-sided with Floyd Mayweather, they don't know Conor McGregor yet. The beautiful thing about this is it's the biggest fight ever in history, in the history of combat sports. White continued, quote, now you're going to meet Conor McGregor, motherfuckers. Strong words from Dana White. Fighting words from Dana White. Fighting words is confident. Dana White wants the entire UFC fan base to buy this fight. Okay? That's what this is about. No, it doesn't mean he doesn't believe. There's a very good possibility that Dana White has been watching Conor train against his sparring partners, and he's looking phenomenal in his eyes. That's very possible. It's very possible that he's seen this and he's like, oh my God, he can pull this off. He, at the very least, is going to look, pretty good in that fight. He might even have some good rounds. He might pull out the fucking upset. It is possible that Dana White is looking at this and he believes this. It is possible. But right now, Dana White is doing his job. Okay, but let's address some of the stuff. There's some underlying undertones here in the stuff that he says. And if they're not undertones, they're pretty damn fucking direct. Okay? We'll read over that really quick for those that just came in. Right? Dana White said the following. Here's the reality. Boxing has tried to snub this sport, mixed martial arts, for a very long time. The people who think this is going to be a one-sided fight with Floyd Mayweather, they don't know Conor McGregor yet. The beautiful thing about this, it's the biggest fight ever in the history of combat sports. Now you're going to meet Conor McGregor, motherfuckers. All right, here's the reality. Okay, number one. When he says the boxing world, I don't know if he's referring to boxing fans, because there's a lot of boxing fans that watch a lot of mixed martial arts as well. Okay? So, Dana, I have seen Conor McGregor. Okay? Right? I have seen him. I have witnessed Conor McGregor. I've seen the same Conor McGregor on TV, on Fox Sports 1, when he fought Seaver, on pay-per-view, when he fought Aldo and Alvarez and Nate Diaz both times. I've seen that same Conor McGregor, just like you, Dana. I've seen that same Conor McGregor on TV. Okay? I witnessed the same Conor McGregor that all the UFC fans are saying, oh, you don't understand. Conor's this, Conor's that. I've seen it. This is the age of social media. This is the age of the internet. Unless you're talking about some old fart with no internet access. We've all seen Conor McGregor. We've seen highlights of Conor McGregor. We've seen fights of Conor McGregor. We've seen, leaked footage, edited footage of Conor McGregor. Like, we've seen a lot of things of Conor McGregor. Okay? It's not like it's a big secret. It's not like we never seen the guy. Like, I don't know what world this guy lives in. All right? But let's say he's talking about the Teddy Atlases of the world, Max Kellermans of the world, the quote-unquote boxing experts, the boxing gurus. Let's say he's talking about them, who are saying that Conor McGregor is not going to win this fight. He may not even land any significant punches in this fight, much less win the fight, much less maybe not even win a round. That's what they're saying. When it comes down to it, that's what they're saying. Maybe that's who he's addressing this to. And that's perfectly fine. Dana White can address whatever he wants to whoever he wants, whenever he wants. I don't give a shit. Okay? But at the end of the day, let's talk about the undertones here. Boxing has been trying to snub MMA. Let me tell you something, man. Okay? Now, are there boxing fans that just are very ignorant about MMA? Yeah, there is. Okay? Are there boxing fans that don't respect MMA? Sure, there is. Okay? But we're not all monolithic. It's not like we all walk around and aimlessly having the same beliefs. Okay? All right? Like I said, there's boxing fans that love MMA. How? There's MMA fans that also love boxing, and vice versa. There's some that just like both equally. Some like MMA more. Some like boxing more. It's a variety. A lot of people are just fight fans. But yes, there's boxing purists out there. And yes, they believe that this fight's a mismatch. That's what they believe. And so do you guys. People in the MMA community believe this is a mismatch too. You could tell by the way they talk. If you didn't think this was a mismatch, you wouldn't be saying things like, oh, if Conor could just win a round. I mean, he practically wins the fight. If Conor lands one big punch, I mean, basically that's a big win for MMA. If Conor, it's you guys are, nobody said that when Mayweather was going to fight Pacquiao. No fucking hardcore Pacquiao fan was walking around saying, "Oh, if Pacquiao lands one big left, I mean that's a win for Pacquiao." If Maidana could just pull off one round, I mean, basically that's a go win for Maidana. Nobody was saying these things. Nobody. So just because the language, okay, for those that don't know, verbal language is very limited, okay? It's very limited. Well, the things we say, okay, there's an art form to language, but you could be saying the same thing with different tones. You could be saying the same thing, okay, but you're just directing it differently. You could be saying the same exact things, right? And you guys are doing that. If this wasn't a mismatch, okay, you shouldn't be shocked if Conor were to win. If this isn't a mismatch, you shouldn't be claiming a victory if he wins one round. If this isn't a mismatch, you shouldn't be saying, oh, come on, it's ridiculous. He could land some punches in the fight. Okay, if this was not a mismatch, you would not be talking like that. Okay, if this was not a mismatch, you'll be talking about it the way we talk about all other fights that are equal, okay, that are 50-50, or that one guy has, even though it's not 50-50, we know he has some form of shot to win, right? Now, the difference is that you guys want to, you know, there's some people that are deciding to take the very convenient route of this double talk, right? Yes, the double talk, right? The double talk is when on one hand you say Mayweather should win, more than likely he will win, and then it's followed by a but, okay? And everything after the but is what they want to see happen, okay? Everything after the but is what they, if Conor were to pull the miracle, they're going to come out and claim that they knew everything, and they're only going to claim everything after the but, okay? So they're also saying Mayweather's likely going to win, just like boxing fans are saying. But they, however, are following it with buts. Something like, yeah, Mayweather should win, but. Yeah, Mayweather should pull it off, but. You know, yeah, conventional wisdom says Mayweather will win, but. But. What's the but? There's always a but. But if Conor happens to land a perfect shot, he could knock out Mayweather. We all know one shot could put somebody away when you're talking about Conor McGregor. But you need to understand that if Conor McGregor, you know, like, could take Mayweather off his game, he might win some rounds. But everything that people picking, like, anytime you hear somebody talk about this fight, just listen to everything they say after the but. Everything after the but is what they're hoping happens and what they're holding on to so they could come on here and tell everybody that they told you so, right? And everything before the but is going to be, you know, what they're going to be saying after the fight. Like, hey, man, I thought you said Conor McGregor was going to knock him out. No, I didn't say that. I said Mayweather should win, so my prediction was right. What I said was that if Conor was able to be unorthodox and take Mayweather off guard, that Mayweather may not be able to adjust to that. But I said Mayweather's going to win, right? And then if he does win, okay, this is why it's double talk. And if McGregor does win, they're going to come out and say, see, I told you guys, you gave him no shot. We tried to tell you that Conor McGregor, blah, 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 blah. That's double talk. That's double fucking talk. And that's not the same as saying, hey, whoever wins, may the best man win. Because that's not what they're doing. They're trying to analyze this fight. And they're double talking. This is why I'm saying after the fight, right? You're not going to fight, like, in 2-3 years, because after the fight is too soon. Like, you're going to know, like, who was going for McGregor, okay? But 2-3 years from now, you're not going to find people that said they were going for McGregor. You're not going to find them. You're going to be, hey, what you going for McGregor? No, I wasn't going for McGregor. What are you talking about? I just said I hoped he would win. I didn't say he was going to win. Yeah, I want him to knock out Mayweather, but I didn't say he was going to win, right? I think some of these people really maybe believe McGregor's going to win, but they don't want to say it, right? They're just too scared to say it. So, you know, to a certain degree, I kind of respect the people that are going around saying, oh, yeah, even though I think their breakdowns are ridiculous, at the very least, they're saying it. You know, at the very least, you know, they're putting it out there. You know, they're putting their necks out, saying, oh, yeah, I think McGregor could win it. I think he's going to pull it off. No double talk. I don't want to hear no double talk. But it's just an analysis. You thought, no, it's not. It's putting yourself in a position to not be wrong. Saying, oh, yeah, Mayweather should win, but, and then just say, if McGregor does X, Y, and Z, he could win. Well, you're just stating the obvious. Of course, if he lands a knockout blow, he wins by knockout. I mean, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard. I mean, what do you mean? Oh, but if McGregor lands a knockout blow, he could knock Mayweather out. Like, no shit. If he lands a knockout blow, he could win by knockout? Are you serious? No, you don't say. Or yeah, I'm not saying he's gonna win, but I mean, look, man, you know, he might do better than people think. Well, that's just a vague statement. What does that even mean? Well, what does that even mean? Well, what does he mean? He's in the like better than who thinks? You know, better than Teddy Atlas thinks and Max Kellerman thinks, and then who thinks? Many people have different opinions about this fight. Well, what do you mean? Some people think he's going to win by first round knockout. So what are you saying? He's not going to win in 3 minutes? He'll win in 2 minutes? Like, well, what do you mean? These vague statements, and the other vague one. Yeah, well, anything can happen in a fight. Well, no shit. You don't say anything can happen in a fight. Well, of course anything can happen in a fight. I mean, no, holy shit. Captain, you dropped your head, Captain. Captain Obvious, you dropped your cap. Put it on. No shit, anything can happen. You could say that about any fight. So if for any fight, when you predict the fight, you could literally say, well, I think X, Y, and Z is going to happen, but yeah, it's a fight. Anything could happen in a fight. After the fight, whatever happens, you could say, see, I told you that could happen. I said anything could happen. That's the dumbest shit ever. Like, what do you mean? Can the stars align? Can Mayweather fuck up his knee or an ankle and break his hand and get caught with some good shots and, you know, I don't know, whatever. Like, could a lot of things, a series of things happen that cause him to lose? Can it happen? Sure. Will it happen? No. It's highly unlikely. You could win the lottery tomorrow too. Is it going to happen? It's very unlikely, isn't it? But I guess if you could say it's possible, I guess it's possible, right? If you caught your girl cheating on you, is it possible that it was an accident and his dick just fell on her? Is that a possibility? Probably. But is that what happened? No. Oh, come on, there's no come-ons here. No come-ons. Enough of the come-on. No, nothing. And what's with Dana White? Oh, they've been snubbing MMA and boxing's been doing this. Like, Dana White's been talking shit about boxing for years, okay? Like, dude, it works both ways, bro. It works both ways, okay? It works both ways, bro. Like, they've been seeking boxing's approval for years. All these MMA fans, they reek of, oh, we want these boxing fans to respect us. And you know, like, what? What does that even mean? A lot of boxing fans respect MMA. A lot of boxers respect MMA. That's a very vague statement. It's a very vague statement, right? Very vague. And they're over here like, oh, they're treating me like an outsider. Well, you are an outsider. Like, Conor McGregor was bitching and complaining about how he feels like he's an outsider. Well, you are, dude. What do you mean? You literally are an outsider. Like, you're coming in saying that boxing ain't shit, and you're gonna, you know, it's a piece of cake. You're just gonna walk in and just destroy Floyd and go back to UFC. Like, well, what? What are you talking about, dude? Like, what? The dumbest shit ever. That's what Dana White said. Apparently, Floyd Mayweather Jr. The stories out there saying, "Oh, you know, Floyd Mayweather, he's struggling. You know, he's not doing good. He's getting knocked out by Zab Judah, and he's just struggling, man. And he's putting out statements saying, "Oh, I promised my daughters, and I promised Al Heyman, and I gave him my word that this is my last fight. I thought Baird was going to be my last fight. Oh, this training camp is just so hard. It's just so hard. Oh, I don't even know how I'm getting through this training camp. I feel so old. Oh, I feel so old. I'm 40 years old. I feel so old. Oh, I'm so I mean, it's, you would think, like, have you guys seen the movie Rocky Balboa? Have you seen the movie Rocky Balboa when that's Rocky, what is that? Is that Rocky 6? I guess that would be. The one from 2006, okay? Remember when Rocky makes his comeback and he's gonna fight the Lion Dixon, who's played by Antonio Tarver, right? And he's getting ready for training camp. Well, first of all, you remember how like the promoters went to talk Rocky out of retirement? You know, so they had to talk him out of it because Rocky was like, I don't know, man. I ain't interested in getting mangled and embarrassed, you know. And they have to talk him out of it and offer him some lucrative money and tell him about how big this would be and oh, don't worry, you know, it's a lot of money. And then he proceeded to do the promotion and you guys remember how the trainer, right, Duke was like, well, you got arthritis in your hands, and so sparring's out. No, we can't do this, we can't do that. You know, we're gonna have to, you know, we're just gonna have to just lift weights. You know, he said something like that. We're gonna rattle his ancestors by lifting a bunch of weights. You know, that was that was his sparring. That and jogging. That's all the motherfucker could do. He couldn't even fucking spar. That's how fucking Mayweather's acting. Like he has arthritis and he can't train, and you know it's just so difficult to even get up in the morning, and you know it's just the hardest thing ever. He doesn't even know he's gonna get to fight camp, and stories are popping out that supposedly Zab Judah knocked him out. Like you can't make this shit up, okay? You just can't make this shit up. Like, you just can't. And the funny part was that I think like Zab Judah's brother came out and said that's not even true. I was there. That didn't happen. You know, they weren't allowed. They weren't allowed. It was a leaked story, and then you could deny it because that's what people do. When something embarrassing is leaked out, you deny it, right? So, by denying it, you're not lying, so you don't come off as bad. This is just something people do. But now, you don't think this works? You know how many people from work were like, hey, well, they don't call me D-Style. That'll be weird, man. If I'm ever like in the street, okay, and somebody, hey, D-Style, I'll be like, what? I'll catch you off guard. Like, what? But they're like, hey, Eric, did you hear? Is it true that Mayweather got knocked out? You know, I don't know, man. I think he's old. I mean, he's 40 years old, bro. I don't know if he's going to be able to handle Conor McGregor. McGregor's young. He's in his prime. Brilliant marketing. Because the people that already know it's bullshit are already watching the fight, right? The people that know that it's bullshit, that Mayweather is struggling and getting knocked out by the Zab Judahs, and you know, and he can't even hang with like Chop Corley apparently in training camp. I saw something like that on social media. Okay, that it's just that he's just not motivated. That he's just doing it for of course, the tax thing got leaked. He's just doing it to pay his taxes and all this shit. You know, he's like Rocky Balboa and Rocky 6. You know, he has arthritis. He can't do it no more. All right. So nobody's saying, yeah. I mean, at this rate, I mean, they're going to say that, oh yeah, Mayweather's going to have to be taken out to the ring in a wheelchair because he's losing a lot of strength in his legs. He wants to save as much energy as possible for the fight. Like, I mean, it's just hopefully they'll do something that's stupid, but I mean, don't be shocked, okay? If they pull some bullshit. I mean, come on, man. Really? Are you serious right now? No, but no buts. That's what they're doing. It's what they're doing. All right? Holy shit. They don't have to convince us. MMA fans, boxing fans that are buying this fight anyway, they don't have to convince us. They have to convince the people that don't know anything, like my sister and like some of my friends, and you know, people that don't watch combat sports, but they're interested in this fight. You know, if a story comes out that Mayweather got knocked out and half of them believe it, they're gonna believe it. Okay, it's just the way it is. There's still people out there that believe Conor McGregor got knocked out in sparring. There's still people out there that believe that. There's no confirmation on that. There's no truth based on that. It's just Jesse Vargas said it, and then everybody just ran with it, right? But now that one, that wasn't part of it, right? Now notice, in the Conor camp, Dana White's saying he looks like a beast. He looks like a monster. I saw him spar, and I just know he could be Mayweather. Oh, he's going to do it. I had my doubts at first, but once I saw him sparring, oh, my God. And then what else they do? The gloves. These dudes went from 10 ounce to 8 ounce, right? And they made a fucking spectacle out of it. They made a spectacle out of it. They pissed off the freaking State Athletic Commission. What the fuck? You guys trying to use us to promote this damn fight? Whatever. Here, it's approved, right? Mayweather, like, oh yeah, Mayweather wanted to, like, really wanted it, so he put it on Instagram. Like really? You couldn't just make a phone call to the other camp and you couldn't just make a phone call to the State Athletic Commission office and just ask them if they could do 10 ounces. You have to put it on Instagram? Like, really? Like, you see, it just reeks of publicity. That's it. And it's working. This going from 10 ounces to 8 ounces, I mean, has sold more pay-per-views. It probably sold another 400,000 buys just with that alone. People are buying into this shit. And they're all falling in line. Oh, yeah, this changes everything. Like, what? So it's just, when it was 10 ounce, you were convinced Mayweather was going to win easy. But once this hit 8 ounce, you gasp. And all of a sudden, oh, my God, I think this is a whole different ballgame now. Like what? Because they went from 10 ounce to 8? It's a whole different ballgame all of a sudden? Like, what? No, you don't understand. This changes everything. Like, what? No, it doesn't. It doesn't change shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. No, this just, at first I thought McGregor had a shot. Like, I thought he had a slim shot. But after they went from 10 ounces to 8 ounces, I don't know, man. Slim's ain't going to those buffets. I'm just saying. Slim got some love handles now. He ain't so slim no more. Really? Are you sure about that? It changes everything? Like, you know how many people went that I know of, anecdotally, went from McGregor's got no shot to, oh my God, Mayweather's stupid. McGregor may actually win this now because they went from 10 ounces to 8 ounces. All of us, that changes everything according to people. If it's highly unlikely that he's going to win with 10 ounces, the chances don't get that much better with 8 ounces. Okay? I have no idea why people are being so stupid. This shit's insane. This shit, like, I can't even believe it. Oh, you don't understand. This changes everything. Like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't change shit. Okay? It changes nothing. Right? Maybe one more punch lands because there's less coverage in the entire fight. Okay? It doesn't change anything. I mean, it's one thing to say, well, maybe that benefits Conor a little bit. Okay, fair enough if you believe that. But it's not going to change the dynamics and the trajectory of the entire event. People are acting like they added kicks to the fight or something. And I could understand, right? That's how they're acting. Like let's say they would have announced, oh, guys, it's no longer a boxing fight. It's a kickboxing fight now. Holy shit, that changes everything, right? Yeah, I would say that. Oh, fuck, that changes everything. I think McGregor's the favorite now. I think, holy shit. They could throw knees now. It's a Muay Thai fight. Holy shit, that changes everything. But no, they're going from 10 ounces to 8 ounces. Oh my God. Oh my God, it changes everything. The only reason people think that, by the way, right, is because I don't know if like the general public believes that they're fighting with smaller gloves than boxers usually box with. I don't know if they believe that. Okay, I don't know if they just believe that they're going to wear very small gloves now, or, I don't get what the hoopla is. Oh my God, it changes everything. Everything has changed. Everything's upside down now. Which brings me to this, and I want to give a shout out again to Mr. Boxing Today. Subscribe to his channel. Great heavyweight boxing coverage, by the way. I hope to do a collab with Mr. Boxing Today soon. So, Shab and Joe Rogan. Okay, you can look for the video if you guys want. I think it's titled something like Joe Rogan dash Conor can win this fight, something like that. You guys can look it up. If you're watching an archive, pause it, look at it, and welcome back for those that were in archive. All right, look at this. Okay, these guys, like Schaub looked at Joe Rogan with big eyes open, like his eyes were wide open, right? And they were like, and he goes, and the fact that he gave him 8 ounces, I mean, oh my God. Like I'm just like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? Like, holy shit, these guys. It's unbelievable to me. They're like, oh my God, like these idiots, man. It's not even like we're going from foam gloves to horsehair. No, like, you know what I mean? It's not even that. Like, it's not even that. It's like they're going from foam to foam with 2 ounces less of padding around the entire glove of the, you know what I mean? It's practically nothing. From the wrist to above the arm to the fingers to the thumb, it just has a little less padding there, all around it. That's it. All right, and people are acting like this is changing the entire trajectory of the fight. Okay, oh my God, it changes everything. Now you would think like oh my God, they're gonna allow them to box with horsehair gloves. It's not even that. You know, this is stupid. But anyway, I'm not gonna expect like Schaub and Joe Rogan to know anything about that. Okay, and I know like right now there's still a bunch of like Conor fans like horsehair. What the fuck is that? Well, why would they fight with horsehair? And idiots. Look, look, man. Okay, didn't Mayweather and Pacquiao just fight with 8-ounce gloves? Like what is so shocking about this? Like what Mayweather fought, and if it was in that fight, either way, he's fought a majority of his career with 8-ounce gloves. There's nothing new to Floyd. Like people are acting like Floyd's never done this before. Like always giving Conor an advantage, the smaller gloves. Like so anyway, Schaub, he's all like, oh my God. He just gifted McGregor a big advantage. Oh, he did? Well, are they going to allow kicks? Like, no. Is he going to be able to throw elbows? Well, no. Is he going to be able to throw leg kicks? No. Knees? Like, no. Headbutt? No. Like, what do you mean then? What's going on? Are they going to allow him to hold behind the head throughout the fight? Like, what? No. Like, what? Then what's the event? Oh, yeah. Well, there's 2 less ounces in each glove. Oh. No, it's working. It's working. This shit's working. Right? It's worked. Right? I don't know how many more buys this 10 to 8-ounce thing sold, but it sold. Right? Vegas right now is banking, man. Okay, you know how many people said, oh my God, it's 8 ounce. Okay, I got to put 100 on Conor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how many people, you know how much the odds is trying to close now because they announced that it's going to go from 10 ounce to 8 ounce? Like, you know how many people? And Joe Rogan and Brandon Schaub, who are supposed to be these experts in combat sports, are just sitting there like flabbergasted. Oh my God, why would Floyd do that? Because it's going to sell more tickets. Because it's going to sell more pay-per-views, you blithering idiots. Okay? Conor and Floyd are laughing at everybody right now. They're loving this. This shit sold them more paper. It's going to put more money in their pocket. But look, Dana White, this changes that. Dana White saying this changes everything. And even his demeanor, like Dana White went from saying, look, I'm not saying it's going to win, but hey, in 12 rounds, can Conor land a big shot? Anything could happen in a fight. He went from saying that, okay? Dana went from that to when they announced 8-ounce gloves, he went to, Conor's coming, motherfuckers. Like get the fuck out of here. Okay, get the fuck out of here. Are you shitting me? All right, like what the fuck, man? Are you for real? Like, are people serious right now? I'm going to tell you guys right now. If Conor pulls the upset, it has nothing to do with the 8-ounce gloves. If Conor lands a knockout punch, it would have knocked him out whether it was 10 or 8-ounce gloves. It doesn't. The point of impact doesn't matter, right? The glove is not designed. It is not designed to protect your opponent's face. It's designed to protect your hands. That's it. No, but there's no buts. Yeah, but if the gloves are smaller, you know, maybe it's more likely if Mayweather breaks his hand. Well, that's true for Conor. Conor's not had a professional boxing fight, by the way, okay? He hasn't. Conor has not had a professional boxing fight. Sparring with 16-ounce gloves doesn't count, okay? It just doesn't. He hasn't sparred a guy who's primed and ready in a professional prize fight. We don't know if Conor could break his hands or not. We just don't. Okay, when you hit certain parts of the body, like the chest or the shoulders, okay, the elbows, okay, and if you hit those wrong, you could break your hand. All right, because that's the only weapon you can use, by the way. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but he's prone to it too. That's number one. Number two, Floyd Mayweather is fighting in an era where boxing gloves have never been safer for the hands, ever. Mayweather boxes with gloves called, like, what are they called? Orthopedic gloves? That's what Mayweather boxes with. That's what the motherfucker boxes with. His hands are going to be nice and protected. The 2 ounces ain't going to do shit. He'll just get a design, okay, that protects, you know, puts more protection around the hand and not so much in the knuckle, okay? He'll make sure the hand is secure and there's more point of impact, okay? That can be easily distributed, those 2 ounces. They can do that. It doesn't matter. It's going to make no difference. Now, if you would have said, I still don't think it would have made much of a difference, but if you would have told me, oh, yeah, they're going to allow horsehair gloves, then that's a little bit of a different story. There's a reason Mayweather paid Maidana $1.5 million so he doesn't fight in horsehair gloves. He didn't let him wear MX gloves. He didn't let him wear Cleto Reyes gloves. He let Robert Guerrero wear those. He let Manny Pacquiao wear those. He wouldn't let Maidana wear those, though. Leonard Ellerbe was acting like these things are illegal. Yeah, that dude was acting like those gloves are illegal and shit. Even though Floyd Mayweather Promotions fighters were fighting that are promoted, that are managed by Leonard Ellerbe himself, were fighting with those same fucking MX gloves, right? But you know, Maidana said, "Fuck it, 1.5 million, sure, I'll wear the fucking foam gloves, fine. 1.5 million, sure, why not? Plus my purse, fuck yeah. Plus a little part of the pay-per-view, fuck yeah. His purse plus 1.5 million, why not? Right? So maybe we'd be talking then, but they're going to be foam gloves. They're going to be foam gloves. That's in the contract. All they agreed to was to go from 10 ounce to 8 ounce. Okay? That's it. No difference, folks. It's all marketing. All right? And a lot of you guys are falling for it. Right? Including Schaub and Joe Rogan. I thought these guys were smarter than that. I thought they were a little smarter than that. What else? What else? Joe Rogan is having orgasms on his show. He literally, I mean, holy shit. Oh my God, if he knocks him out, oh, like this is every fucking MMA podcast, every single one. From the Shao Sonens to the Brandon Schaubs to the, Matt Serra to just throw the names out there. All these dudes. I mean, everybody's got a fucking podcast nowadays. Okay. But every single one of them. Okay, just orgasm. Oh, if Conor knocks him out, though, oh my god, if he knocks him out, oh my god, if it happens, oh my god. Oh, holy shit! Oh, like that's fucking Joe Rogan. Oh my god, if this happens, oh, like, I'm like, what is there like a fucking chick down there giving the head? What the fuck's going on over here? What the hell? Like what? And Brandon Schaub too, like, oh, he's like all turning. Like, go watch the video. He's like turning. It's like one of those chairs that like turn and stuff, side to side. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, if he knocks him out, oh my god. And then now that it's 8-ounce gloves, oh my god, it's 8-ounce gloves now. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? You know, I nobody's ever said, oh my god, if Gennady Golovkin fought with 8-ounce gloves, he'd really start knocking guys out. You know why nobody ever said that? Because he knocks guys out. When you're a puncher, you knock people out with a 10-ounce or an 8-ounce. It makes no fucking difference. Right? If you could punch, you could punch, bro. It doesn't matter. But oh my god, but if he knocks him out, oh my god, if he knocks him out. Like, shut up. Like, oh, you guys, you just sit around, talk all day about, oh my god, what if Conor knocks him out? Oh my god. Like, if Conor gets him. And then the thing that got me was Joe Rogan was like, oh yeah, and then, oh, the sparring, bro. The sparring. But why didn't, does Joe Rogan ever investigate this shit? It's a simple Google search, bro. Why did Showtime want to release the rest of the sparring? Because they sent them an edited version and told them they can't monkey with it. That's why. And they wanted Showtime to put it out, so when people say that shit's edited, it could say, hey, we gave Showtime the whole thing. They edited it, okay? They wanted them to be the fall guy. I talk about that in my video earlier today. Check it out. Dana White caught on a lie. Check out that video. Go to my channel. Check it out. By the way, those listening, thumbs up. Give the video a thumbs up. Support the channel. Come on. Right? Oh, my God. If he knocks him out, oh, my God. Like, shut up. You guys listen to yourselves. Holy shit. Joe Rogan goes, oh, but he does that Taekwondo stuff where he switches stances over and over again. That could totally confuse Floyd. And if he boxes from that distance, I mean, Floyd he's going to have trouble even getting to Conor. If you guys think he could win, just say it. Like what? It's like they're scared to say it. They keep talking about if he wins, oh my God. If he wins, oh my God. If he wins, oh my God. I keep hearing that shit. If he wins, OMG. So, like, at least Dana is playing the role. At least Dana's saying, oh, he's coming, motherfuckers. Like, just say it. But if you think that switching stances over and over again and being in a karate stance is gonna, and he kept saying, what if he stiffens Floyd from a karate stance? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Like, shut up, man. Like, these dudes, bro. Like, holy shit. Like, goddamn. Like, what these right now, a lot of MMA dudes, they're fantasizing about Conor McGregor knocking out Mayweather. That's their fantasy right now, right? The girl's like, hey, baby, you want to get some action? Oh, no, I'm thinking about something right now. You know what I mean? Like, the girl's laying next to them in bed and shit. And she's like looking at him. He must be thinking about another woman. And then he's all like, oh, yeah, Conor McGregor. Oh, my God, if he knocks him out. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Who are you thinking about? Huh? No, I'm not thinking about anybody. Who are you thinking about? The woman says. Who are you thinking about? Who? You haven't even made love to me for the last 2 months. Who's in your mind? What is he thinking about? Oh, my God, if Conor McGregor knocks him out. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, bro, if he knocks him out. Oh, my God. Holy shit, bro. Look, I'm not saying it's going to happen, okay? But if Conor were to win, I have the explanation as to why he will win. He's an orthodox, and he may throw Mayweather off. He's going to box in a non-boxing way. Okay. All right, fine. Joe Rogan went from, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see how Conor could do this, to be honest with you. I mean, you know, it's just, it's going to be difficult. I mean, I know he has punching power. I'm going to give him a chance, but I don't know how he can do it. And then all of a sudden, they go from 10 ounce to 8 ounces. Oh, bro, if he could do that, I mean, this changes everything, bro. Like, oh, my God, bro. Jeez. Some of you, like, take a time out. Pay attention to your woman a little bit, all right? Stop thinking about Conor McGregor knocking out Mayweather. Just for a couple days. Okay, the fight's going to happen on 26. Relax, right? Chill. At least wait till it happens, okay? Holy shit. Let's open up the chat. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, guys. Support the channel, right? It takes 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Right now. Thumbs up the video right now. Right now. Scroll up. Pull down the chat. Press the thumbs up, all right? Thanks, guys. Look. All right, let's go ahead and pull up the chat here really quick. The Truth says, what's up, DStyle? What's up, bro? Shout out to The Truth. Been supporting the channel for a while here. Shout out, bro. Just a lot of MMA dudes are really salty that they're in ingrained inferiority complex about boxing. The Truth says, yeah, but he'll beat him in a street fight. Shaking my head. It's a boxing match, he says. Shrent says, what's up, D? Afro-Rican G says, bruh, you nailed it. My barber was saying the same thing. Mayweather should win, but, right? Everything after the but is what they're going to come out. If it happens, they're going to claim that's the only thing they said the whole time. They're going to deny they ever said, oh, yeah, I didn't say Mayweather was a favorite. I didn't pick him to win. I said that Conor was going to win all along. No. Own it. If you're going to predict it, predict it. Now, don't tell me the same thing I'm saying, that, oh, yeah, it's very likely Mayweather's going to win. And they give me a but, pray it happens. And if it happens, turn around and claim like you got it all. Okay, get the fuck out of here. Hawker Mustang asked me, this style going to drop $100 in this fake fight to support boxing. No, I'm not dropping any money on this fight. I'm just going to make money on this fight. You know what I mean? That's all I'm doing. All right. The Truth to at DStyleBoxing. You've seen the pics of Golovkin. He looks out of shape. Oh, boy. Here we go. Well, Golovkin's got a while, bro. Golovkin's got like a whole month right now. Okay. You don't want to be too cut that far into a fight. You know, you could find yourself overtraining if you know what I mean. And that's one thing I noticed about Conor, man. He looked a little too cut a couple of weeks ago. You know, I think Conor was probably primed and ready when he was boxing out of shape Paulie Malignaggi. There's a very good chance this motherfucker's overtraining. Okay, he's never prepared for a championship boxing fight. And people can say, "Oh no, but he does MMA." It's different, man. Right? It's a whole new element. He doesn't know what he's getting himself into. So we'll see. Hawker Mustang, yeah. Floyd's not scared of him. I agree. Put Floyd in boxing gloves and let Conor wear MMA gloves. Changes everything. Actually, it wouldn't change shit, bro. Okay, Conor would end up breaking his fucking hand in a prolonged boxing fight wearing those gloves. Okay, plus you're not gonna allow someone to have thumbless and fingerless gloves in a boxing fight. They could poke you in the eye. They can. There's a lot of things that could ruin the whole fucking match. If there's a reason boxing gloves have the thumb and the fingers covered, and the reality is, if the point of impact is exactly the same, right? Angelo de Casa says, you whack. Well, all right. Don't forget to thumbs the video on the way out, though. Man in Water, GG ducked Beterbiev at 175. Hulk Hogan, what if he kills Floyd? What if? What if? Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God. Angelo De Caro, so your point, ... I don't know. I kind of talked about all these things. You know, I kind of addressed everything. Man in Water, if Floyd loses, that's not going to be good. It's just not important for him to win. He needs to beat the shit out of Conor. I agree. Boxing is on trial. I agree. Angelo DeCaro, it's worked. LOL. Bro, it's been going on Conor's direction. Hulk Hogan, I'm a boxing fan, but I hope Conor kills the fuck out of Floyd, brother. All right. Angelo DeCaro, I've been saying that shit. Bro, you can't even say white right. The truth says, huge difference, 2 ounces, ridiculous. Angelo DeCaro, say white again. Again, white. Hulk Hogan says, or actually, the truth to Hulk Hogan. You would say that Angelo DeCaro still wants me to say white. Hulk Hogan says, brother. Angelo DeCaro, by the way, hey guys, when you put comments, you have to put like one word at a time. Like, really? Hulk Hogan says, I think if Floyd stops him, but what if? All right. Mr. Boxing Today say no buts, laughing my ass off. All right, man. Look, how about this? Angelo DeCaro, you're gone, bro. Okay, you're gone from the channel, all right? Travis Snell, his face won't be protected. Man in water. If you're a boxing fan, you have to root for Floyd, even if you hate him. Every other time, if he loses or even barely wins, it legitimizes the whole sport. Zoo Master. Bro, you sound like a bit of a cuck. Well, how about this? You are banned from the channel. I don't want to know about your preference on porn. I don't want to know about that shit. Okay, you go watch that then. What are you doing in this channel, right? This is called projecting onto others. Okay, and that's what you guys are doing, right? Haplotype, I see you on. I'll get to you in a little bit. Hulk Hogan, I think it hurts boxing. I'm assuming if Floyd loses. Mr. Boxing Today, at Man of Water, I believe some boxing fans hate him enough to still root against him, whether it's McGregor or Pac-Man. Joe Lopez says, I will never root for Floyd. Shrin says, I am so sick of McGregor I could vomit. Man of Water, Floyd is representing boxing, like it or not. Like I said, if he loses, the whole sport looks bad. Hulk Hogan says Joe Rogan's always high. Mr. Boxing Today, too, to some degree. Yeah, but Floyd will look worse. Okay, the truth, Joe Rogan. Quote, Lomachenko's the greatest boxer ever. Case closed. Interesting. The truth, Taekwondo switches. Joe Rogan said, I laughed and laughed. Joe Lopez, 40 ounce. I'm over the coverage of this circus fight. I'm getting ready for GGG versus Canelo. So am I. I can't wait for this event's over so we concentrate on that event, man. Okay. The truth. Spaghetti Arms is the E Honda 1000 jab like Street Fighter, yet Conor gonna win. Okay. Travis Snell. I think the boxing community, the true diehard fans, are honestly petrified at the possibility of this Irishman doing the impossible. What no other great boxer has been able to accomplish. Why else would all these experts and boxing analysts not even give him a chance? This dude was collecting welfare checks 4 years ago. He's already done the impossible, laughing my ass off with a bunch of exclamation points. Mr. Doc, what's up, Mr. Doc? That was the stupidest shit I ever heard Rogan say. Mr. Doc says, I didn't think you could top the Lomo shit. Ha, ha, ha. Hulk Hogan, they are saying Loma versus Rigo might happen. I heard about that. I can't wait for that. I hope that fight happens too. Mr. Doc, Hulkster, well, I'm not going to read the replies. You guys are replying to each other. Mr. Boxing Today, I wasn't intrigued with this quote-unquote fight until I heard how many fans believe Conor will win. It sparked my interest. A lot of other great comments, guys. Okay. Zoot Master has been banned. Angelo DeCaro has been banned from my channel. All right. Haplotype, trying to join the stream, but you cannot hear me. Haplotype, try to come in again. I was reading the comments. Try to come in again. Everybody say haplo, so you can come on. And while we wait for haplotype here, a lot of interesting stuff. Okay, first of all, haplotype. Can you hear me? I think your stuff's muted, bro. Can you hear me? It's showing your mic cut. Hold on. I can't hear you, bro. It's showing me that your mic is cut, bro. Like there's like a mic with a cross around it. I'm not sure why haplotype is muted here. I have no idea. Yeah, bro, it's showing the like the mic on your thing. It's just showing like there's no mic. That's why nobody could hear you. Black Lancer said Loma should be man up and meet Rigo halfway. Well, we'll see what happens with that.
Can you hear me now?
I could hear you, yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
What's up, man? How's it going? Did you hear most of what I was talking about? I think we lost Haplo again. Can you hear me, bro?
Hello.
I could hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm wondering what these guys are seeing because, like, I've been watching these sparring sessions with McGregor, and yes, I have been hearing what you've been saying. I've been wondering what it is. What is it that they're seeing that they think is going to be effective? Please put it in the chat. I don't know how to access the chat myself, but I know DStyle can see it. And I want to see what it is exactly that you see in those sparring sessions. I've seen the Van Heerden and the Malignaggi. Maybe there's others that I haven't seen. Point those out, please, and please let us know what it is exactly that you think is going to be effective. Because what I see in those sparring sessions is the only time McGregor really has any effectiveness is when he's doing something so weird that the sparring partner is thinking like, maybe I shouldn't come in right now. But, you know, that isn't going to last very long against Floyd. Floyd will map that out in the first 2 or 3 rounds, in my opinion. 2 to 3 rounds before he gets down those weird arm movements and like to throw a punch when Conor puts his arms behind his back. Like, it's going to be embarrassing. It's going to be embarrassing, in my opinion. So please let us know. And tell me if you hear anything compelling, because I don't have access.
Well, okay, so let's go over some stuff. So first,
all right.
This is what. Let me tell you what they're seeing, and it is kind of fair. They're seeing the left hand that landed on Paulie. That's what they're seeing. He snapped a fighter's head back, and they're celebrating like he won a fight.
But that left hand landed, and that's Malignaggi. Okay, first of all, that's Malignaggi for all you guys that didn't realize.
But Malignaggi's a boxing legend, according to MMA fans.
Okay, dude. That same left hand lands on Floyd. That does nothing. That wasn't the right that landed on from Mosley on Mayweather. But anyway, okay, let's just say that left hand lands on Mayweather. That left hand did not knock him down, out, or anything. It did nothing. It did nothing. It stunned him. It stunned a fat dude.
All right, with love handles.
Exactly.
That was exhausted because he was not in 12-round shape, by the way.
Dude, you got to be kidding me. What, that left hand was so easy to see coming. I mean, for all those weird arm movements that he's doing, the punches that actually are thrown are not different, and there are no special punches coming. It's not like some new
it's not even like unorthodox, like in Prince Nassim Hamed way. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
Dude, Prince Nassim Hamed would have a better chance, honestly. I mean, way back in the day when they were both around 130, if Hamed had moved up and fought Mayweather, you know, at that time, in the prime of Hamed, when he was the cash cow, I would have given him a slight chance of beating Mayweather, actually, then.
Right. I mean, well, there's that, and then, by the way, we only have some clips of it. What are your thoughts on Dana White? Because I said this earlier. I said, look, if it's true that Conor McGregor was beating the shit out of Paulie, that it was a beating, that the beating was so bad that Paulie couldn't be his sparring partner no more. It was just a terrible beating, right? 12 rounds, by the way. And apparently Joe Cortez just let it go on, even though it was a beating, right? A Hall of Fame referee, Joe Cortez, let it go on for 12 rounds because it was a beating. But I don't know if you make the same observation, because I did. Paulie Malignaggi's body looked unmarked. Did you see that in the footage?
I haven't seen any shots of his body, but I would have 2 points. I have 2 points to make there. 2 points to make. Number one, Paulie Malignaggi is no good sparring partner for anybody that's really serious about winning a fight against Floyd Mayweather. Number one,
especially
he talked exactly, especially at this age. He talked a lot of smack when the fight was first announced and made a lot of superlative statements about a cameraman and I could do it with this behind my back and not behind my back, and when he actually went in there, he kind of got, whether or not he actually held it on, I don't know. I personally think he did. Some people are out here saying like he got his ass whooped. I don't know about that. Like, honestly, why would he come back for more if he really got steamrolled? But he's a guy who's held titles and all that, so he's a good example. And he was talking the smack about the cameraman and the hand behind the back, but that all doesn't really matter to me, D-Style. I mean, what matters to me is what I actually see the guy doing to him.
Right.
And what I saw him doing was very slow. The footwork was slow. The hand movement was awkward and weird, but the actual punches that came were slow and they didn't look hard. And when you look at the Van Heerden footage too, and you combine that together, you got to say to yourself, this guy cannot box.
Yeah, but how about this, Typlo?
Yo.
I'm going to do my best to – I'm trying really hard. I'm going to do it without laughing. I'm going to try, but I'm going to be the McGregor fan right now. I'm going to –
Okay, all right. You can play that role. You're a good actor.
But come on, Typlo. I mean, hold on. That was practice. I was practicing. I was Malignaggi right there. Hold on. Okay. All right. So, but how's Mayweather going to deal with a switcheroo?
The switcheroo? What?
He said to switch stances on him. You know, the switcheroo.
Oh, yeah. The way he moves his feet wrong and crosses.
No. But it's unorthodox.
You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna tell you.
You
right
call
now.
it wrong. I call it unorthodox.
Okay. All right. You bring that unorthodox stuff in the ring with a boxer, and you're gonna find out why orthodox is orthodox. There's a reason why orthodox is orthodox, guys. If you switch your feet like that in a boxing ring for the first few rounds, okay. For the first, I'll say 3 rounds. All right. For the first 3 rounds, those little weird movements might keep Mayweather from throwing because he's like, what is this guy doing? What is he doing? As soon as he realizes that stuff does nothing, it does nothing to further McGregor's cause, then he's going to start popping him in those moments. When McGregor puts his arms behind his back, pop in the face. When he starts switching his feet, pop in the face. Everything he does like that, that's for show, for the crowd. Just look what happened to Adrian Broner against Mikey Garcia. Every time he went to look at the crowd and wave the crowd on, he got popped in the face. And it's going to be even worse this time around. So you guys want to talk now, because after the fight, you're going to have nothing to say whatsoever.
But hold on. But it's a switcheroo, right? With a touch of death. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because that left hand, it touches you, you go down. Like, you're out.
Well, it didn't make Paulie go down.
Nah, but.
And Paulie's a bitch.
But there's
I fucking hate Paulie Malignaggi.
But 16-ounce gloves.
I don't even like Paulie Malignaggi. You know how most people are like, Paulie Malignaggi is a good commentator. We like his commentating. He talks a lot. He's good. I don't like his commentating. I don't like his boxing. I don't like his red dyed dreads. I don't like anything about that guy. He's done. I'm so glad he's done. Like,
remember
he's a loser.
Remember when Paulie Malignaggi hit Amir Khan clean on the chin, and Amir Khan just ate it like it was an M&M?
Well, that's about the only punch Amir Khan will ever eat like that.
No, but hold on. So the switcheroo, right? But now this 8-ounce gloves, though, you got to admit, this changes everything.
Oh yeah. You know why? Because 8-ounce gloves are so different than 10-ounce gloves. I mean, it's a huge difference when you put the padding around the wrist, 2 extra ounces of padding around the wrist. I mean, that's really going to cause a huge difference.
You got you got to admit, it changes the entire trajectory of the entire fight.
Here's the thing, guys. The padding and the weight in a boxing glove does not matter how much it weighs. I know, D, you've said a few times, like, you know, super welter shouldn't be fighting with the same gloves as heavyweights. It really isn't like that, though. I mean, if you put that padding, it's 2 ounces of padding. Weigh out an ounce. You know, we're not talking about, weed or something where an ounce looks like a garbage can full of stuff. We're talking about an ounce of padding, okay? It doesn't matter if it's 8 or 10, in my opinion. It matters if it's orthopedic foam or horsehair. That's what matters.
Which is
That's
what
the
wearing.
difference. If it's foam, then, 8 ounce, 10 ounce don't matter. It doesn't matter either way, in my opinion.
Especially since I know I'm supposed to be playing the Conor McGregor fan, but you have a point in the sense that especially the foam orthopedic gloves, because the shape of it is still the same. Like it's not like it's making the glove any wider, or it's not like it's
It's just a denser. It's a denser foam that puts your hand more in a position where you can throw more punches without hurting a brittle hand. That's it. That's it. The padding on the knuckles is not much difference.
You gotta admit, orthopedic sounds fucking funny.
Yeah, my grandma wears orthopedic shoes.
They gotta change that name. That's a horrible name for a boxing glove.
That's where I knew that term orthopedic from is, my grandparents, the orthopedic shoes.
What are the boxing gloves with weed in them?
What's that?
What about boxing gloves with weed on them?
Weed on them?
With the 2 ounces instead of horsehair, weed. With the 2 ounces matter?
If it was 2 ounces of weed, yeah, they look like
you could just instead of throwing a jab, you just stick the glove right in their nose, as much as possible.
No, but 2 ounces of weed is a big volume. It's like, what weighs more, an ounce of feathers or an ounce of lead?
I mean, an ounce is an ounce, really.
Right, exactly. Yeah. But the ounce of feathers is a much bigger, huge amount.
I'd rather you throw an ounce of feathers at me than an ounce of lead, but I got you.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like, when you say how much weed, 2 ounces of weed, like, that's like a trash bag, Like,
right.
It's a big difference.
Right. Oh, yeah. Less dense and all that. But anyway, moving on from that. Unless you compress it, I guess, right?
Well, if you could break it down, you can compress it, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I do not condone drugs, and I cannot tell you guys to click on my ads, by the way, right? Just letting you guys know that. I don't know if you know that, Hyplo. You're not supposed to tell people to click on the ads.
Do not tell these guys to click on the ads at all.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to tell them that, right?
I know you're not. You're not supposed to tell them that, and I agree with that. Do not click on the ads.
Also, guys, make sure you thumbs up the video. Support the channel, all right? And for those watching archive or live right now, it takes 2 seconds.
The channel is awesome. Definitely support it and hit that like button.
There you go. All right, that's my I do a commercial every 2 minutes on this channel. But what about this? So the switcheroo is one thing, but how about this argument? This is an argument I'm hearing. I saw Connor say this. He said, boxing is stuck in its ways. I'm a different animal. I'm going to bring something different to the table. And a lot of MMA analysts are saying the same thing. They're talking about the distance that MMA fighters fight in, that boxers are not used to that. That's going to take Mayweather off guard. Mayweather will not know what to do. What do you make of that? Of the distance management, of the different philosophy in striking?
I am so glad that you asked me that question, because how is that going to help? How is that going to help? The distance that MMA fighters fight at is further away where you can't land punches. The reason why is because they're looking for that kick. They're looking for that low kick to the legs first and foremost. They're also looking for a guy to shoot. So they're not willing to engage at the distance that a boxer can engage in. And how is that going to help? That is the most retarded thing anybody can say. That the distance, oh, it's the distance. That's going to make a difference. Oh, the distance, it's so much different. It's so much different. The distance, the distance. No, it's not the distance, because the distance in MMA is further away where you can't reach somebody. And you know what? You know who that's going to help? Mayweather, because he's going to know from further away what you're trying to do coming in, and it's going to give him even more time to slip the punches. And then when you're in a close distance, oh, the MMA fighter is in a huge disadvantage. Huge. Because they don't fight inside the way boxers do. Okay? I'm not saying it's better or worse for the MMA style, because they have different techniques. They can knee to the head, they can elbow, they can take you down, etc. But in a boxing fight, which this is going to be, they can't do that. And there's inside punching. And you know what? Mayweather isn't the greatest inside fighter of all time, but I'll tell you something right now. He's got inside skills that are going to pop that head up and down, and they're going to pop that body. From a close range, he's not going to know what to do. He doesn't know how to slip and counter. I've seen it in his sparring footage. It's garbage. He doesn't know what he's doing, period.
Not only that, I want to remind people that this is footage that they released, and I want to give a shout out to Hatman, because he did a video about this, and his video actually went viral, by the way. Paulie Malignaggi even used the video. They even talked about this video. Actually, they referred it to as the YouTuber that broke it down in slow motion. That's how they referred to it. I think the Herd, by the way, should have just gave him the shout out. Okay. But they didn't. They're just assholes like that in mainstream media. But he did the video, so I want to give him a shout out. And if you guys haven't checked that out, look up Hatman Strikes Back and just look for it. Okay, it's right there, and it says exposed and Paulie Malignaggi. But according to the Connor camp, they had landed. One of his sparring partners said, "Oh yeah, he caught him with a 4-punch combination, a 4-piece, and dropped him." Right, and then I watched the footage. I'm like, it looked like he missed, right? The quality is from a cell phone. It's not the best quality. These turn out like Showtime cameras. You know what I mean? Like, this is very low quality video that they're filming this with. But once you slow it down, he missed all those shots. He missed all of them.
The telltale mark of that whole thing is he hired Joe Cortez. Okay, why do you think he hired Joe Cortez, DStyle?
Because he's trying to know how much he can get away with in a boxing ring.
No, I disagree. I think he hired Joe Cortez because Joe Cortez was Mayweather's go-to referee for many, many years. He wants to know the secrets of what Joe Cortez was told to do in fights with Mayweather. That to me is much more valuable than to have Joe Cortez as just a referee, knowing what happened and happens in a regular boxing fight. Joe Cortez, if you look back and see, Joe Cortez up until the what was the one where he knocked the guy out? Jesus Christ. The last knockout, man.
The Haddon fight or the Ortiz fight?
No, Ortiz. Okay. The Ortiz fight, up till that fight.
Vicious Ortiz.
Vicious Victor. Yeah, that's right. Vicious Victor. Up until that fight, Joe Cortez was Mayweather's preferred referee. After that, it became Kenny Bayless. Okay. But up until that point, Joe Cortez, he knew how to referee a Mayweather fight. Okay. And I think that's why they picked Joe Cortez. That's why they have him in that camp, because he knows the secrets. And I think on the sly, when the cameras are off, he's whispering in McGregor's ear, like, oh, yeah. Oh, when Mayweather is this is what the referee is going to do. That's what I think is going on.
Okay,
so
that could be, but I mean,
that's what I think anyway.
That could be, but I mean, it's what are they going to tell him? Well, that's when they break it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Even he did not
call that a knockdown. So you got to say to yourself, like, what are they trying to show here? The guy was waving it off, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Well, was it funny watching Paulie get off balance and fall down? Yes. But did he hit him with a 4-piece combination and knock him down? No. He missed all those punches. Paulie slipped through all of them. Another thing, on the first one they showed where he rocked Paulie's head back, hit him with 2 left hands. Um,
Yeah.
it's the interesting part is, do you see those arm punches he was throwing at Paulie?
I've seen those arm punches that he throws in every sparring session.
Those arm punches, they have no resistance. You get hit with one of those, they don't. You don't even have to counter. Okay, you just hit them right back. But it's not really a counter when you get hit and hit somebody back. I mean, I'll take an arm punch and hit you with a properly placed punch any day. Like, you know what I mean? And also, we don't have the rest of the footage, but so some other stuff. I want to get to some other arguments that some Mayweather, McGregor fans and MMA pundits are making here. Okay. What about, because you say, like, here's the thing, right? You say, well, Conor, I mean, he doesn't know how to box on the inside. It's different, but this is what Conor said. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Conor said, and he said this on Conan O'Brien. He said, I'm a martial artist. I could fight under any rule set. No matter what rule set. I am like water, like Bruce Lee said. You pour me in a teacup, I become the teacup. I'm like water. So Conor will be like water on the inside, and he will miraculously be a great inside boxer.
Well, here's the thing with that, dude. And
like water.
I got to get going after I say this.
Sure.
I know this isn't you saying these things because you're too smart for this, but I mean, the idea that he's like water on the inside, you gotta understand. Look at the footage and see what is he doing on the inside that looks anything like that. I mean, they're talking about stuff that we are not seeing, and I listened to your last video and someone brought up Irish Terry Conklin and Jim the Grim Reaper Roper from the Great White Hype. Yeah. And I'm not exactly like in tune with the fact that there's still this Great White Hype thing, because if there was, then why did the Klitschko's run the heavyweight division for like 10 years? That kind of canceled out the Great White Hype or Hope, whatever thing.
Yeah.
But now in these times and days, okay, you gotta think to yourself, like, you're hearing these things and you see, like, I remember the one you did where you showed who is it, Schaub, doing like a karate stance or whatever. And like, did you see that stance?
Yeah.
Against Malachi or Van Herden? I didn't. The distance is a joke. The distance in MMA is much further away. That's not going to help. The distance in boxing is arm length. Okay. Conor McGregor's punches are weak. In boxing, from what I've seen in the sparring that I've seen, his footwork is slow. He's tailor-made for Mayweather. I mean, you gotta be kidding. Like, if he wins this fight, dude, it'll be like, like the last video you made with the piss drinking and all that stuff. That's the equivalent to me of this fight. Like, there is no way that is gonna work. There's no way. And even if it does, here's my last point, and I'll let you go on from here.
Sure.
Mayweather isn't boxing, okay? People are going to take it that way. If he loses, he'll be the representative of boxing. But there is no way that style that I see McGregor using in those sparring sessions in terms of boxing is going to be effective against top-level boxers. Maybe if Mayweather's old. Maybe if he's lost everything. Maybe if he has the beginning stages of Parkinson's or something. Something like that. If a firecracker goes off and he looks to the left and gets hit by the right, I don't know.
Freak accident. Fucks up his ACL in the first round.
The fan man flies into the ring and Mayweather looks off to the side and gets cracked. You know, like something like that. Yeah, okay, maybe. But other than that, dude, this guy is cruising or bruising.
I think it's more likely that Mayweather trips over the ropes when he gets in the ring, which is possible. Yeah. I guess it's possible.
He tries to do the Prince Nassim flip over the ropes, and he lands on his head, and you know they can't fight. You know, he does the Chris Eubank like vaulting over the ropes or something. Like, I just
wanted to just give you the opportunity to, you know, Mr. Black. I seen your link of his, you know, the guy that talks like this. You know which guy I'm talking about?
Mr. Black.
His last name I think Tim Black or whatever his fucking name is.
I don't know. I get all my information from DStyleBoxing.
Okay, no, but I sent you the link, and you said you hated his voice. You know what guy I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
I just want you to like just really quick. I know you got to go, but he saw the sparring footage, and he said, and I quote, Conor McGregor is trying to change the trajectory of boxing that has become, you know, stuck in its ways. Conor's left hand, you know, it's a lot of they don't teach that left hand in boxing because that's called overextending the left hand. So instead of a boxing trainer looking at you hit that left hand and saying, oh, that's a lethal weapon, they instead say, hey, that you're throwing it wrong. That's not the way you throw a punch in boxing. So therefore, boxing never progresses and never improves because they're stuck in their ways saying this is the right way to do it and that's the wrong way to do it, and that's it. And Conor McGregor's bringing something different to the table. That, and I want you to tell people how much you hate his voice.
Okay. First of all, his voice is like nails on a chalkboard. I'll say that. Secondly, he's wrong because every single thing that could be tried in boxing has been tried. Okay? Back 200-300 years ago, there were guys trying to do all the same kind of stuff that McGregor is doing now. They were flipping their hands around and flopping around, and I mean, just look up, you know, Mendoza is like a bad example because he actually had science behind his stuff. But, I mean, you look up anybody from back then, they tried everything. I mean, this is nothing new. This has been going on for thousands of years. You think this guy is going to figure out something that's been going on for, you know, thousands of years that no one else has thought of? I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see that. So all you MMA guys, you know, how come we can say that Conor McGregor would win an MMA, but you can't say that he's going to lose real bad in boxing? How come? No man can be a master of everything. And I'll leave it at that. D-Sal, thank you for having me on.
Peace out, bro.
Peace out, brother.
All right, guys, that's Haplotype. You could subscribe to his channel. You could look for it on YouTube, right? I'm just going to say a couple more things, and I'm going to wrap this up. First of all, I want to thank everybody in the chat, right? You guys been great, man. A lot of great stuff. A lot of great stuff. Even the McGregor fans. Look, if you're a McGregor fan, you come on here and you give us your thoughts. I'm more likely not going to agree with what you have to say, but as long as you keep it clean and professional and stay away from, you know, racist shit. And, you know, I've had to ban some people that just, you know, say things that nobody wants to read about, okay? Nobody wants to, like, you know, read dumb shit. But if it's about the fight and you genuinely believe that Conor McGregor is going to win, I'll give you this. At the very least, you're standing behind your guy, okay? At the very least, you know, you're not being like these double talkers that on one hand want to say Mayweather's more likely going to win, that's what's more likely going to happen, and then they do the but, and then they start talking about what they think might happen, you know? So if Mayweather wins, they say, well, I said he was more likely going to win. It's a sport. Come on. And if McGregor wins, just whatever they said after the but, they're going to make it seem like that's the only thing that they said. Well, I told you, unorthodox. You know, he wasn't going to see it coming, and this, that, and the third. Look, the fight's going to happen regardless. So I can say whatever I have to say. I'm confident about it. And you could say what you need to say and you're confident about that. That's cool, right? We're going to have different opinions until the experiment is held on the 26th of August, right? And that's what we're going to find out. You know, there is a world of, and I want boxing fans to understand this. There is a world out there in the horizon. There are so many people out there that believe, genuinely believe. Some of them are listening. Look how many, there's 31 people listening to this feed right now. There's like 6 people in the chat talking, right? Some of you guys, I know, okay, you're listening to this because you're curious what a boxing perspective is on this fight. You know, you're kind of exploring the possibilities here, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, there's absolutely nothing. 3 of them just left. You see, like, oh, I gotta get. Oh, he knows we're here. Like, look, chill, relax. Okay. By the way, thumbs up the video. Right. Anyway, relax. It's gonna be okay. Right. At the end of the day, the fight's gonna happen. But I want people to understand a lot of things here, okay? And I want a lot of McGregor fans to understand this. I'm not here to tell people what I want to see happen, I'm here to tell people what I believe is going to happen, right? I genuinely believe it's going to be a very one-sided fight. Not because I hate MMA and I don't respect Conor McGregor's game, and it has nothing to do with that. It is perfectly possible to respect Conor McGregor's skills and his skills of boxing as an MMA fighter. Okay, it's very possible to respect those skills and at the same time say he cannot beat Floyd Mayweather. Both those things are very, very possible. It's very possible that Conor McGregor got the best of Paulie Malignaggi in a sparring session. It doesn't change the fact that he's not going to beat Mayweather. It does not change that whatsoever. These things have to be eyebrow raising to a lot of you guys. When McGregor's trainer says out of his own mouth, oh yeah, when I had some doubts, like I was always confident, but I had some doubts, some reservations. But when I saw Conor box Paulie Malignaggi, I became very confident. Like you have to, I might be here a little longer because I got to charge this phone, by the way. I'm at fucking 6%. So I got to do a phone call after this. A booty call. But anyway, it's what I want to make sure here is that we all understand, all of us collectively understand this. Use logic for a little bit, okay? Now, just because you use logic, it does not mean, okay, what's going to happen on the 26th is going to happen, right? What happens in the fight. But let's be let's use logic for a moment. Out of McGregor's trainer's own mouth, they felt confident after he sparred Paulie Malignaggi. Malignaggi was obviously out of shape, and you could see that in the sparring footage. The dude had love handles. I never seen Paulie Malignaggi with fucking love handles. Okay, the guy looked pudgy and fat. Those are just. That's not like a lot of you may think. Oh, you're just hating. You just want to take away credit from Conor. No. I'm just stating the facts here. Right. That's all I'm doing. Right, and let's assume that Conor McGregor beat the shit out of him every second of every round in that sparring. That's not an in-shape Floyd Mayweather on fight night, right? This is a world, it's a world of difference. It is a world of difference, right? A world of difference. A whole nother stratosphere. So it is, that's why when I say it doesn't matter if it was a knockdown or not, when I say it doesn't matter if you got the best of Paulie or not, it's not that I'm just being dismissive of the whole thing. No, I am just telling you the truth. I'm just saying it's going to make no difference. None. And we don't even know if he got the best of Paulie. They haven't released the whole footage. How do we not know? Like, it's one thing for your trainer to see a fight and believe that he got the best of the other guy, but that's from a trainer's perspective. You're looking at it with biased eyes. Dana White was looking at it with biased eyes. Period. Like if he got the best of Paulie, he could interpret that as it was a beating, right? If it was, even, he's going to see the good things that Conor is doing. That's the perspective in which he's looking at it from. He's looking at it from that perspective. If you get a confirmation bias out of, well, you got the best of Paulie, I think we're ready. If that gives you confirmation bias and that gives you hope that, oh yeah, okay, and now we're talking. Like if that really does that for you, then you, in my opinion, you have been fucking fooled. They have put the wool over your fucking eyes, man. You have been sold. You got, okay? You got fucking got. That's what fucking happened here. If you feel that's going to happen, and I'm not saying that because, oh, no, you can't say those things. Look, I am saying that because that's the truth. That's the reality. That's the reality of the situation. All right? If this shows how little people know. If you heard, oh my God, like if you were one of the people that reacted this way to going from 10 ounces to 8 ounces, if your reaction was, holy shit, that changes everything, then you just don't know what you're talking about. In my opinion. You just don't know. It's being used as a marketing ploy to sell more tickets. This is wolf tickets. That's what this is. It doesn't change anything. Now with the type of gloves you're wearing, the point of impact's the same. It's got more foam on the top of the hand and on the wrist. That's it. What are you guys getting all excited about? What are you buying into? Like, I'm just telling you this. This is not, some like crazy bullshit. I'm just telling you. Oh, but come on. The commission says that the 10 ounces are safer. Who? The commission. Really? The commission admitted they haven't even done real research about it. They've admitted that. So don't give me this shit. They don't know that. Has anybody in the commission even boxed before? Have they even had a professional boxing fight before themselves? They don't know that. Have any of them ever sparred? They don't know that. They're just thinking in a very simple caveman mentality. Bigger glove, more protection. There we go. All right, enough. It's bigger. It's bigger. Like that's it. That's all that is. That's all that is. Right? This is DStyleBoxing. Make sure you press the thumbs up. If you're listening on archive, thumbs up. All right? I want to give a shout out to several guys out there, man. Man in Water holding down in the chat. Okay? Hulk Hogan, brother in the chat. The Truth in the chat. Okay? Trends in the chat. A lot of you Conor McGregor fans that send me private messages because you're too ashamed to say things in the chat. That's fine, okay? I've actually had a Conor McGregor fan turn around saying, you know what? I think you're I think you're trying to. I was confident at first. Now I'm doubting myself. Look, I'm not here to change minds. I'm just not. All right. I'm not here to change anybody's minds. I'm just here to give you my perspective. That's it. Okay. That's all I'm here to do. And I can tell you better shit than Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, because over there, man, in the mainstream media and sports media, they're just talking a bunch of fucking nonsense. You got Skip Bayless over there referring to Nate Diaz taking down Conor McGregor's sumo style, and you got it's just dumb, like letting Nally come on the air and call boxing gloves big puffy pillows, and people believing it. So once he announced that it's 8 ounce, everybody's believing this shit. No, no, no. Right? Anyways, guys, I want to thank everybody that joined me live here. If you came in late, you could always come back, listen to the show on archive. Give me your thoughts. Seriously. If you're a Conor McGregor fan, and you think and you genuinely believe, no, no, I don't want to hear I'm tired of the double talk. I don't want to hear double talk. Come on, a lot of people picking Conor got to be tired of the double talk too. All right? No double talk. If you believe Conor's going to win, tell me how. Tell me how. How is he going to do it? And I'm telling you now, I'm set in my ways. I'm not going to change my mind. Nothing's going to change my mind. It's not about changing my mind. It's about making this shit interesting. Tell me why you believe Conor McGregor's going to win this fight. Don't tell me if he lands a punch, he's a winner. Don't tell me, well, he won't win the fight, but he'll win the hearts and minds of people. Okay, don't tell me, if he wins one round, he's a winner. Don't tell me, but if it was an MMA fight, it wouldn't last 10 seconds. Don't tell me none of that. It's a boxing fight. And if you believe he could win the fight, tell me how he's going to win the fight. Don't tell me about, you could do whatever you want. I'm not here to, but I'm telling you what I'm, in case you're wondering, well, what do you want, DStyle? I'm telling you what I want. Don't tell me he was collecting welfare checks 4 years ago. That's not going to matter in the fight. Well, ding, ding, the bell rings. Does he have an advantage because he collected welfare checks 4 years ago? What the fuck does that even mean? That's his background story. Okay, you could say it's an inspirational story, but it's not going to matter in the ring. Don't tell me, well, everybody doubted him against Aldo, because that's not true. That's not true. It was 50-50. Don't tell me everybody doubted him when he fought Nate Diaz. He was a big favorite in that fight. Nobody gave Nate Diaz a shot in that fight. In the rematch, it was pretty much 50-50. I don't know what you guys think you're fooling. I know Nate Diaz is a lightweight. I know he fights at welterweight too, but I know he was campaigning at lightweight. I saw when he fought Henderson. I know what weight class he fights in. Don't try to fool the public and lie to people and say that he's a much bigger man. Is he bigger than Conor? Yes. Does he outweigh him by 40 pounds and shit? No. It was at 170 because Nate Diaz, okay, he wasn't even training for a fight, okay, when Dos Anjos pulled out. I know these things. It's not like I don't know these things. The Alvarez fight. Don't give me this revisionist history that nobody gave him a shot. Even if you thought Alvarez was going to win, was anybody really counting out McGregor? Was anybody really giving him no shot? That's not true. That is absolutely not true. A lot of people were giving him a very legitimate shot. Not a, double talk shot, a real shot. So don't give me this shit. He's been here before. No, he hasn't. No, he has not. That is a bunch of horse shit, and you know it. Like, that might work with guys that watch boxing, but they don't pay attention to MMA. I know Conor's background. I know Conor did boxing in Ireland. I know how good the boxing schools are in Ireland. They have a very good amateur system over there, okay? I know that. That's why Conor's hands stand out compared to those fucking stiff necks over there in the UFC, right? That's why Conor understands boxing distance, all right? It's not like I don't know this. Sometimes I feel like I know more about Conor than some of you guys. Conor's a mixed martial artist whose boxing is far better than your average mixed martial artist's boxing. I know that. He's probably the best boxer in all of UFC. Okay? Now, we don't know that for a fact, but, nonetheless, it's up there. Okay? More likely the best. But with that said, guys, right? If you want to believe, believe. By the way, check out my video titled Boxing on Trial. It's about a 2-minute video. Okay? So go now. Go ahead. Go check that out. Right after the video. If you're watching an archive, go check out that video. All right? Really quick. And it'll sum up in 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes or so what I think about this fight. Check that out. Okay, go to my channel, Boxing on Trial. It's about a 2-3 minute video. And thumbs that up as well. Okay, this is DStyleBoxing. Thanks, you guys, man. It's great seeing the chat. A lot of great stuff on there, man. A lot of great stuff. Let's see. Travis Snell says on the chat, Aldo was 26-1 and the pound for pound best in the UFC when they faced McGregor. Conor KO'd him in 13 seconds. He did. First of all, that was Conor's sport. Speaking of that, I explained how Conor knocked out Aldo. You could go to my channel, speaking of my channel, and it's titled How Conor Knocked Out Aldo. Check out that video. Right? That will better explain it than I can do right now. Right now I'm tired, okay? But you guys can check out that video. Please check it out, right? You don't even have to watch the whole thing. Just watch the part where I explain it, right? And Conor used boxing to knock him out, okay? Which is why Conor's here. That's why Conor challenging a boxer is in a way still ridiculous, but not as ridiculous if just any other MMA fighter did it. I understand that his boxing stands out at a whole nother level than your average MMA fighter, okay? I know that. I know he's got boxing skills. I know that, right? And even in knowing that, he ain't going to win this fight, okay? I'm just telling you right now. But Aldo, yes, he was undefeated all those years, blah, 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 blah. Look, man, right? I get all that. But Conor McGregor was in a roll. He wants some big fights in that weight class. And in this idea that, that's anywhere near equivalent to this is ridiculous. Right? That's insane. Just 13 seconds are going to pass by. Oh, shit, he hasn't knocked out Mayweather yet. Round 1's going to end. Oh, shit, he didn't knock him out in round 1. Round 2's going to end. Oh, he didn't knock him out there. Right? It's gonna get very uncomfortable for a lot of you when you're watching that fight. It's going to be very frustrating for a lot of you watching that fight. I'll tell you right now, you're going to be complaining about how boring the fight was when it's over. Right? I know you think McGregor's a whole other animal. He's not going to allow that to happen. He's going to force Mayweather to fight. Okay. We'll see. Right? Anyway, with that said, guys, Yeah, it's kind of like the best rugby player competing at the Super Bowl, kind of, but that's more of a team sport. Okay. I'm going to wrap this thing up, right? Tomorrow, guys, right? Don't forget. Well, it's actually today, but you know what I mean. Crawford versus Ndongo. By the way, you could check out my breakdown on this channel. Okay. I break down that fight. I'm going to roll with Crawford. You know, I think it's a great fight. Undisputed at 140 pounds. Okay. And after the fight, I'll be here talking about it live on YouTube. Okay. I might even do an afternoon video about the fight tomorrow. So I saw the weigh-in and all that. I can't wait for that fight. This is the style boxing. During the week, by the way, I will talk about the undercard fights for the McGregor Mayweather event. I know they're going to have on Fox and on the pay-per-view, so I'll be talking about those fights. And I don't really think it's the best undercard ever. I think they should have gotten more creative with the undercard. I think they should have gotten some MMA fighters and had them box them. I mean, that's what I would have done, to be honest with you. Like, if you really want to test out this whole the distance management, it could give boxers problems and all this shit. They should have done a whole card with MMA fighters versus boxers, and we could have just tried it out. You know, that's what they could have gotten more creative with this undercard, a lot more creative. Maybe have some MMA fights, maybe some mixed rules, maybe some kickboxing here and there, something. Okay, but that's what I think they should have done, in my opinion. But no, it's just a regular. It's just a regular boxing card, which is fine. I love boxing. I'll watch boxing, but this is just TMT fighters, man. This is Mayweather promotion fighters, and I don't know. I think Frampton would have been great for this undercard. I mean, an Irish fighter. There's gonna be a big Irish fan base over there. They could have just done more, in my opinion. They could have gotten more creative. They could have put some Irish boxers on the undercard. They could have done a lot of stuff better. Right, but unfortunately they didn't. They dropped the ball hardcore. But nonetheless, I'll talk about the fights later in the week. Nonetheless, okay. And tomorrow, Crawford and Ndongo undisputed tomorrow. Okay, for all the belts at 140 pounds. Unfortunately, that fight is not getting the coverage that it deserves. Okay, even boxing fans aren't giving it the attention it deserves. Boxing fans will quick. When I'm talking Mayweather and McGregor, I mean, they'll come on here, why are you talking about this fake fight? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I talk about Crawford versus Ndongo, they're nowhere to be found. Okay, all of a sudden they got nothing to say. So that's all I got to say about that. Again, one more time, thanks to everybody that joined me on here. And that is it. This is DStyleBoxing. Keep it boxing.